found the problem, eh, Chris?
Definitely the problem. It's all full of junk.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. What is this thing? Yeah. So previously, I got this one dug out, and as you see, water's running really nice. I dug this out. We gotta clean it up a little bit. I ain't the best at ditch digging, but ran all the way down there, and as you see, the water's running nicely. My plan for all that loose material, we'll probably spread it out, work it in. But this is what we want to see. So this runs off of, there's a spring. There's a spring up there that feeds that pond, and when that pond gets full, it runs down in here. This is the overflow. That runs off the side there. I almost wonder if there's more tile or something. I got to dig this side and see where the water really comes from. But that's looking a lot better, and we got somebody running the mini, so let's go check out how we look down there, and we'll go from that. So this is what we dug out yesterday, and as you see, it is now at the level it should be. There's rocks and everything. You can see the actual basin. Somebody said, why didn't you get out to the middle and work your way back? I was thinking here, I think now that it's drained down, we'll be able to come across. It's gonna rain for like 4 or 5 days later, so I'm trying to get a lot done. But I think we'll come over from this side, and we'll work our way back and just move the material out. That little machine isn't really big enough to I don't know what he's doing. He's cleaning up my mess probably, but this looks way better. We're down, I don't know, 8 foot now compared to where we were, and water should be running like this. It's not racing down any longer, it's just moving slowly. But our plan for today, we're gonna dig that ditch out over there so that will be good to go, because once it starts raining, we're probably not gonna be digging those ditches. We might be able to go up back, dig some ditches. We're probably gonna go on a road trip. So this looks really good though. I'm very glad. That thing's been awesome, so I appreciate the gentleman that dropped it off for me. Well, we're gaining. We got Austin Jeremiah. You've been on the channel
A few times.
What is it? Too much apple?
Too much sauce, not enough apple.
Too much sauce, not enough apple. So silage videos from, that was 2 years, 3 years ago? Bricks. Time flies by. So he's down for a few days. We're gonna do some hood rat things and dig some ditches. Probably go pick up some equipment. Yeah, stay right after it. So picked up the bucket, and we're on the move. Long journey, road trip all the way up and around to dig that middle ditch, but we're gaining. So came over on the backside of all this that I've never been on, because well, walking really didn't do it for me. They pastured this ground before, so the waterway's over there, but this is where the spring comes that feeds it. As you see, water's pouring in here. That feeds that back pond. That's the neighboring property right there. But there was points where this was fenced in and cows grazed out here, which we could get back to that point. We just got to make sure we're managing it right. Such destructive creatures. It kind of looks fresh, but I haven't seen them build anything lately. But yeah, all this ground out here, they built this pond, and all of this can be grazed. We just have to get around to fencing it, making it good. I don't want to put cows out on temporary fence and always have to battle them. This is pretty wild. Like, I got an employee almost. Austin, I know you're not my employee. You're just helping me out. You're a good friend. But I was able to get some work done this morning quick. I actually gotta grab you guys another battery. Was able to get some work done this morning quick. We got him rolling, and boy is he moving right along. We're gonna have a good day today. Definitely gonna have a really, really good day. So you can see him out there. We'll go check on him. Ankle's all muddy mess. This is handy. Yeah, so we got a farm all up in here, but they put these trees here when they dug the ditches, but Austin's getting right after it. Look at how much more of the water is running. So it comes off the neighbor property, comes down into here, and he's just, I'll get it past this bush here. He's just digging it out, tossing it over there because we're gonna plow that anyways. But yeah, love to see it. Not a ton of water flow, but enough that as it gets dammed up down below, it backs up into the field and makes for quite a mess. So having water flow good is the key to this. The previous owner started ripping out the trees and cleaning up, but that Mini is not going to be able to pick up some of this. And then my idea is if I can get it picked up, I can put it into the dump trailer, and then I can get it out of here and we can burn it, do something, figure it out. So these will have to leave at some point, but granted they're on the grass side, so we could take a first cutting of grass off, then we could come in and mess with this. Same with down below, but Austin's gonna keep digging. He's doing a killer job with that. But as you see, we got quite a little bit of debris. And our ditch, like right there, that water's not moving. So he's gonna come in. He's made good progress. Ooh, actually, yep, more tile. Look at that. There's a tile line right there. That stands out like a sore thumb. So he'll dig down to here. This looks like it's running good, but then he'll keep working there. I wonder if there's more. Austin has been right after it. We're gonna rip out there, see how he's been doing. Yeah, he's pretty much done there. He's got a little bit left, and I told him, hey, there's one more tile line, which honestly, I'm excited to show you what goes on. So he's done an awesome job of cleaning it out. And now the water's really running down through it. We've got the sticks up, pulled out. Right here. So he's got one tile line right there that he found. Dug that out real nice. Looks awesome. I thought there was another one on the other side. There's it right there. But as you see, that's not running much, so that's good. I don't remember. We'll have to ask him, but water's running in the right direction, which is what we want it to be. Like really nice. So running right down. Before it was kind of standing still, and that just adds to excess water and everywhere. Oh yeah, get that tree. It's a bush, I guess, but this little Mini is a unit. Like absolute unit. So as I suspected, previously we had water running out of like 2 spots there. Water was running over and somebody said, oh, it's crimped. Water's still running out the bottom, but it's running out of the bottom and 2 other spots. So we're gonna do a little digging back and see on this tile here what exactly is the situation. So here's what I'm talking about. There's water pouring out up there, and it's pouring out down here, and it's pouring out over there. So maybe this coming out up there is from this line, but I don't think that over there. So, and the fact it's running the way it is, we're gonna find out. Anko's helping. Austin on the machine. Yeah, things are going good. We're just finding pieces of tile non-stop, but it's bubbling like anything. This is exciting. Would have never been able to dig all this. We still think we got one over there, but maybe it's coming. Yeah, see, there's water pouring in over there. Right here is the line. Oh, this is gonna get so... Yep. There's one line. But it's crimped up. Dig this down. Dig right here. I'm gonna go get a shovel. I definitely say there's some water coming out of here. You think there's water? I guess do another little pass there and then I'll dig down and see where this bubble's coming from. Then we just got to figure out where this is actually coming from.
Oh, it's full of junk.
Wow.
Found the problem, eh, Chris?
Definitely the problem. It's all full of junk. Oh my God. Look at that. That is packed. Now look at it freaking flowing. Yep. Yeah, that plug tile line. Yep. When you don't manage it.
Not much water should not be coming out of the 4-inch pipe.
No. Wow. Okay, there's only one tile line. We were thinking there's another, but once we got this water flow, look at that. Yep. Just stuff pouring out of it. Once we got the water flowing, it all stopped up there. So I'm gonna say it was backed up and saturating all of this area. Love it. We would not be able to have figured that out without the Mini. Well, Mini Excavator was about out of fuel, so we went and got some fuel. And we got some lunch down the road at Log Cabin, they call it. So we'll see how good it is. He's out of fuel. Shit. Oh, I knew we were close. Yep, we gotta get fuel on farm, but we got the fuel tank up there. Might have to wheel it down to him when he runs out of fuel. Just, if it starts to die, shut it off. That way we don't have to bleed it. But as you see, the water has slowed down quite a bit, which is really good. Alrighty, better start wheeling the cart down to him so we can fill it up with some fuel. Oh, maybe we'll make it. And they got tile outlets, but it goes onto my property here. Property line is right here. So digging out this, and this was completely filled. You can go lower with that. Oh, maybe not. The pipes just got stuff built up in it. So we started digging it out. Of course, I don't have the shovel again. But he's gonna dig down this laneway, get it all worked up. And I think there's a tile piece that comes across that drains out of that field. Here comes the rain. It's supposed to just drizzle supposedly, but as you see, this ditch was so overgrown, none of that water was making it past right up at the top. Which we are led to believe, as you walk down here, there's another pipe that comes in. I think it comes across from there over to here, but then it drops into, I would say, tile and runs down through the field and comes out over there. So this is, I guess, an inlet, and they put rocks and everything over it. So we might have to dig that up. We'll get water here and then see if it drains. So it's running that way, not super quick. That pipe has some build up in it. Granted, this is running off the neighbor's property actually, so I'm doing this so that when it does rain and it comes off their property, that I don't get flooded out with that water. But it's coming through this roadway pipe. I believe, I'd say this field probably has some tile on it. The fact that it's running water the way it is. But it's down in there. Oh yeah, it's running through, so yep, tile line right there. So that goes up somewhere there. And I'm sure that needs to be dug out and whatnot, but it's not mine to do so. So Austin is out there on the move to the next field, and I was like, alrighty, I gotta run up here and actually get a thumbnail for the previous video. Let me show you guys. So yep, that is cool. So that's running there, which runs down, and I thought water was running in here, and that's why yesterday when I was digging this ditch on that side of the fence, I was like, well, we got to jump to the other side because that water's running right down in through here, and it's actually, I think, on this side. So it's running underneath here and then coming out somewhere in here, because you can see it running. So it's creeping through the soil. So we'll just dig this ditch out and then we'll be in a better spot. This is a little machine that could. That thumb makes it so convenient. So he's moving everything into one pile. Yep. Make it so much cleaner, easier to work with. Yeah, love it. Tell me you just had the time of your life chasing a goose without telling me. Yanko will go first. Dude, look at you, you're filthy. By tomorrow, the water level should be lower. Yes, it's gonna rain, but we're lowering the tile outlet line. All out there is lower than here. Just this was built up, so he's working on that. But as you see, that clay tile is moving some water. So those are old and they're still working the way they should. Had to dig out some stuff at the end, but he's gonna finish up cleaning that. As you see here, now that the water isn't flooding everywhere, stuff's coming back to life. I think those are muskrat holes, bud, to be honest. But he's curious about it. This is our last piece of tile to mess with down here. We're gonna clean out that exit waterway, which was heavily built up. Oh, wait, there's a tile piece. It's plastic. You pulled it up. It's plastic, but it's plugged. So
Another one?
This one must be plastic. That one's so I think it's plugged, so we got to work back some. You can see right here. So we got to get some tile flags, some cages, stuff like that, to make our lives easier. But we'll dig back. Clearly it's plugged from sitting around and stuff burrowing into it. We got it flowing good. You guys want to see what was inside of it? All that was built up. In the end, we got to put new bars and everything else through them. You can see they're wore right out, but it got pinched down and it just wasn't flowing, so it was pushing itself right through the dirt instead. But we'll clean up this edge a little bit more and then should be good to go from there. Just got back up here. Austin's headed up. We're done in that quarter of the field. I'd say we're about a third done with all the projects. Granted, when we get out back, or digging projects, when we get out back, it's gonna be just dig as far as you can go. But I just got back here, and as we know, my pickup needs rear tires. Here they are. Nice, showed right up. Just had to come in to put something away. My old college housemate, Tyler Carter, Risdorf Feed, he gave us a full tour. Go watch that video if you haven't, because he's did a hell of a good job. So he used to haul cattle for Spencer's. Hell of a fleet right out of Pennsylvania there. And his buddy he used to haul with actually lives in Canajoharie, and he stopped in. So Corey, I appreciate the shirt. Freaking sick. And stuff like that goes a long way. So he stopped in. We know a lot of the same people. He trucks a lot of show cows all over the U.S. High dollar cows, stuff like that. So appreciate you stopping in. Never met you before, but he hooked me up with some contacts for good Mac people. And me and Austin are going to dig a little bit more. We got some daylight left for us, and we'll see how far we get. Our next project. So this is the upper side. There is supposedly 3 tile lines that come off this hillside in the back. We're gonna find them. We're gonna make sure this thing is draining well. As you see, it comes through here. We gotta widen that out actually.
This here is? Tile line up here?
I don't know, it might be. You just sink in? We can dig that. But then it runs through here. Once it's through, like it drops off and it's gone. So this could get wider over here. No, there's some falls through, but we'll have to widen this out a little bit just to make our lives easier so nobody ever drives off of it. The first scoop of mini. Yeah, clean all that up. It's just overgrown. Like, this stuff hasn't been maintained in years. So I guess there was never any trees here back in the day. But we'll get it running, get the water moving right. When it's all dammed up, it just causes a lot of problems. Overgrowing, nothing moves right. That thumb is really nice on the machine too. Got the water moving here. Figured I'd do a closing video. We got to cut that tree up to be able to move it. We're looking for three tile outlets. We got Isaiah with us now, and yeah, it rained for a little bit, but not much. We're gonna see if we can keep going up, cleaning this out, because that's really what it needs. Water flow is key. So appreciate you guys watching along, liking, subscribing, being part of the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.